Oh, now we are live. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, everyone. My name is Camila. I am here for another English immersion. The topic from today immersion will be International Literacy Day. And I am here with Anderson, Caroline, Midian, and Wanda to discuss about that. And just a short explanation about the platform for those who don't know. Talk and Talk, it's a language conversation platform. And here you can find conversations in English, Spanish, French, Italian, and Mandarin also. And just to clarify, guys, I'm not a teacher. I am a student as you. And this is a safe place. Here you can talk without any judgment, any worries about mistakes, because we are here together to learn more and learning vocabulary and put in practice our English. And so don't feel afraid to share your opinion. No one will correct you. And for those who are watching us on YouTube, if you want to understand more about the platform, and you can go to www.talkandtalk.com.br to get more information about this project, okay? And we here always start with the presentation, personal presentation. So I think we can be in the same room because we are in a small group, okay, guys? And let's start. Let me see. Caroline, is your first time with me, so could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, of course. So, morning, you all. I'm Caroline, né? Making accent with my own name. 32. Used to be project manager in a design agency, but now I'm unemployment. So I'm looking for a job. If you know, please let me know. I'm here to improve my English. I'm from social, and I like to swim. Uh, Let me see what else. I like TV shows, I like movies, I like read some books. So I'm really interested right now when I'm home, and I guess this is it.
Thank you, Caroline. If you want to put your LinkedIn, you can share with us, okay? Enjoy this opportunity to make some network. It's good to, this is a place that we can do it. Not only practice English, but you can building a good network. So do not worry, feel free for that, okay?
I will,
And
I will. Thank you.
yes, excellent. Thank you, Caroline. And how about you, Midia?
Good morning, everyone. I am Jean. I live in Rio de Janeiro. Isn't my first time here. I am here since July, I think, in Talk and Talk. And I here to improve my English too. What more? I am a software developer and I like to talk about artificial intelligence and LinkedIn too. And I am here to understand more about the vocabulary that have in technology. So it's a good place to know more about this language.
Oh, thank you. I love your posts on LinkedIn about this kind of technology. I am always learning something, so it's a pleasure. It's a place when you can share your
Thank
LinkedIn. Feel
you.
free, guys. Yes, I love it. I follow you, and I know this is really important because we are creating. This is not a place to practice English. You can build your network and find a job, for example. So feel free for that. Thank you, Michelle. Jacqueline, good morning.
One, good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. It's Sunday. I love Sunday.
Excellent. I put
uh,
the questions for you again, okay?
yes,
Can you see the questions? Oh, excellent, excellent. Could you please introduce yourself?
yes. And I'm Jaqueline de Almeida, live in Salvador, Bahia. I'm staying in Talk since March in this year, and I like it, stay here because it's my English is very uh, uh, very good. the last month because I'm practicing hearing and talking with you us. And I'm a software developer too, and I I working in um ONG that work with the teacher, black woman about technology.
Oh, nice.
And yes, it's very nice. And I love bees and read books. I love the subject
Oh, yeah.
because it's about literacy. And I have a daughter. She has 10 years old, and I speak English with her,
Oh, excellent.
but she don't like. She like Spanish, and I have a pet, a cat, a cat. That is.
Oh, excellent. Thank you, Jacqueline. It's good to see you here again. And how about you, Wanda?
Hello, everyone. I'm Wanda from Niterói, Rio de Janeiro. Today is hot here, and I wake up in early morning, and I went to across to by the beach, to walking by the beach, and now I stay here to practice my English with you guys. And I'm a dancer. Two sons, one grandson, one daughter-in-law, and two cats. Is that?
Excellent, Wanda. So hard, right? Wake up on Sunday and we can go to the beach. No, it's so hard, Wanda. Yeah, I know it's difficult. Excellent. Thank you, Wanda. And how about you, Anderson, my friend? Could you please introduce yourself?
Uh, Hello everyone. My name is Anders. My name is Anderson. I'm 37 years old. I live in Rio de Janeiro. I'm a finance analyst. Now I'm employed and I'm from social program here in Talk and Talk. I'm here in Talk Talk since the end of June and I'm learning a lot with everybody here. It's a good place to practice, to improve your language skills. And I'm married. I have a daughter. She's 9 years old. And we have three cats, family cats here.
Excellent. Thank you, Anderson. Guys, about myself, for those who don't know, my name is Camila. I am 40 years old. I've been here on Talk and Talk since April from this year, and I became a host in July. So I love this place to practice. I am here to improve my English skills. I Spanish a little bit, and I will try to study French soon. I guess we will start on October. And I work as accountant in an energy company. So for me, it's really good because I can practice almost every day. You can see my face on the immersion, so I'm always here is as a speaker. But I have immersions on Sunday and Wednesday. The time on Wednesday is 9 p.m. So if you want to go there, it will be a pleasure for me. And in my free time, I love to read. I love to study language. I think it's a pleasure for me. And I don't know, guys, I think that's it. And we are hearing six. I think we can split the rooms because the topic is so hard today and we don't need
Yes,
to wait. Yes, I think I can split because it's better, right? You can
yes,
talk in the
I
other
agree.
room properly. Yes, I think it's better. And from the, I'm going to split here. And from those in the other room, I'm going to ask you something, guys. Please try to do the same time from the others because they can speak in the better way, okay? And 10 minutes before the immersion end, I will call you back to discuss how was it and everything. So everyone can see the questions, right? I think Jacqueline was the last one, but I think she can see. And I hope that you can have a good conversation and see you soon. Okay, guys? Let me read here the chat. Oh, excellent. So see you soon. Okay, guys? I'm going to split us and enjoy this conversation. Let me see, guys. If you receive an invitation, you can click on it. Here I have Anderson and Caroline with me. So guys, I think we can start. Do you want to try to read the second question and answer, Anderson, please?
Yeah, sure. World Literacy Day is celebrated on September 8th to highlight the importance of literacy for individuals, communities, and societies. How do you think you can raise awareness about this day? Do you believe we should publicize this important date more? Well, uh, how can raise? Literacy is very important, and but I don't know why this day is not celebrated properly. You know? It's it's difficult to you talk about literacy and you don't go to the way of a politician.
Excellent. Yeah.
And I think the politician don't want the individuals are the knowledge, né? Access to the knowledge, I think. And it's very difficult to talk about this, but um, I don't know. I think uh, we we need to propagate it this day, and the teachers. I think is that the schools. Um, Maybe because the day is near of the September 7th, Independence Day of Brazil. So maybe it is difficult to talk about this important day too. I think that. And you, Caroline, what do you think?
It's a very hard subject because we don't think about it usually, you know. So I'm reading other questions here, and I can see we are now in the world 7 billion, I guess, and I don't know how to say this word in English. 763 milhões.
It's a huge number, right?
It's a huge number if you compare with 7 billions, you know, because it's
Yeah.
a lot of people who can't read or write, you know. So it's a best way to communicate. One of best way to communicate with the other peoples. So I didn't know that.
Yeah.
As Anderson said before, um, it's hard to talk about it without saying about politicians. How can I say this word?
Uh, I think
Politicians.
it's politicians, I guess, yes.
Politicians. Yeah. So um, publicize. We should publicize this important. I guess we do talk about this day more, because we have no idea about this date, about this how can I say, dados, this information. So
Yeah.
I think it's important because I'm from São Paulo. It's a huge city. I guess Anderson's from Rio. It's a huge city as well. Camila, you are from São Paulo as well.
São
So
Paulo, capital.
yes, and right now, right here, I don't know anyone who can't read or write. But there's a lot of going on in another place, another states, right here in Brazil. So I think it's a public police. It's a hard word. Politions. Help me.
Literacy, it's hard to say.
Literacy.
Literacy, pollution,
Literacy.
it's hard.
I think it's a public policies, and the government has to to do something about it. Anyway, I think it's important because it's a basic way to communicate. So uh, it's it's a way to be independent. Independent. Yeah, I know we can feel better with ourselves. Because I remember when I was a kid, I can't read, so I have to ask to someone to read something for me. So imagine that being an adult. So I guess it's kind of frustrated. So has it's more than just don't know read or write. I guess it's a psychological way. It's a independent way to know something. So it's really a public policies. So sorry, guys.
It's no, I get it. I get it. It was awesome. It's hard to discuss about that, right? Yesterday I was searching for things that I could bring here, and I thought, oh my gosh, this topic is so hard. I never had another discussion about that before, even in Portuguese. And we are here discussing this in English. So we are talking about literacy in English. So you can understand that people don't know Portuguese. It's really difficult to discuss about that. And Anderson said something really important, at least for me, because the government really cares about it. Or for them, that's okay because people, if you don't read, if you don't know how to read something, you cannot get access from information in general. So it's a point for this is a point for me because I was like, oh my gosh, who cares too much for real about that, Who really cares about? So I think I don't know nowadays, but when I was a kid or a teenager, I can see projects, social projects who teach other people how to read or how to write properly. And I don't know how nowadays how it's work, but this is so difficult because I love to read. I love, we are here studying English. I know a little bit about Spanish. I will try French. And can you imagine someone who don't know Portuguese? This is profound for me. This is deep. And this is sad because I guess this is not, Caroline says something really important. This is not about read or write. This is another level about conscience, about you build your only opinion. You can have access, you can think about something. And if you depend of other, this message could be something different, If I want Caroline to say something, I will just bring this topic for her. So it's this is hard to discuss. I was really happy to bring this topic, but I know this is hard to discuss because I never talk about this before. So we can go to the next question. Do you want to read, Caroline?
Uh,
Do not to worry. Oh, go ahead, Anderson.
I could, uh, I would like to share with you. Uh, my grandmother is illiterate,
Okay.
and she learned to read in the church,
Oh,
and but she don't know write only your name.
okay.
She knows. And I don't know if you have a case in your family, but I think it's when you stop to think, it's hard to believe this, but that's it. We talk about a topic that we not living is
Mhm.
it's hard, no? But that's it. And I have a case in my family, and this show the reality of our country,
Yes, for sure.
unfortunately.
My mom, she knows, of course, how to read. She's a nurse and she knows how to read, how to write. But I am always giving to her some books just to make her be more interesting. So I always say to her, you need to read every day, even a page or something like that, because it's important. And she doesn't like to use I don't know how to say that in English, interrogation accents in the WhatsApp. And always say to her, Mom, you need to use it because your message need to be correctly from the others. So I am really, I don't know how to say it, hard when we talking about this, even with my mom, because I know this is important to be truly understandable from the others. And guys, do not worry about the questions. You can go and have a conversation normally, natural. So we are not here to answer all the questions. We are here to have a conversation about that. So feel free to share your opinion because this is a topic that I know this is hard to read. We have a lot of data here, percents and whatever, but this is not the obligation to follow. This is only the base for our conversation. And I know it's sometimes it's hard to discuss about that because we can see numbers, and even for me, at least for me, I cannot I am more really scared when you see the percentage of something or numbers, because it was a surprise for me that we are living in this situation, right? And I think it will be worst. I don't know if you have the same idea, guys, but I think this will be worst because I cannot see a lot of projects as you said something important about church. So it's a place that you can learn. But I don't know if you we have more ONGs that can help people to do it, or just church. I don't know. This is not a for me. It looks like this is not a priority. You know what I want to say. It's hard. But let's move on. Caroline, do you want to read the question number 3? Do not worry about the numbers. You can go ahead. I know it's hard to talk about numbers.
Number is always hard.
Yes, I know.
Despite great progress in literacy worldwide, at least 7,3 millions adults has something here in my still cannot read and write. Two-thirds of there's something here in my I
Can you
okay
see the questions correct? Can I put again or you can see?
no something is showing on but
Okay.
it's okay. Um, let's start again. Despite great progress in literacy worldwide, at least 7,3 million adults still cannot read and write. Two-thirds of them women, and 250 millions children are failing to acquire basic literacy skills. What are your thoughts on these statistics? Let me. I guess I said a bit about these questions before because uh, this is I didn't realize that this is a huge problem as I can see it. I can read. right now from 7 billion of people. 763 millions can't read. It's a lot of people can
Yeah.
read on the road. So um, I don't know in English, mas eu estou espantada.
Mm-hmm.
Really, I really am. So I don't know how to say. Um,
Go ahead. If you want to say in Portuguese, do not worry about that, okay? Feel free.
I think it's not the words in English, but
Even in Portuguese sometimes, right?
yes, because it's a huge number, and I didn't know that yesterday, a few hours ago. So um, there's a lot of going on here. Even you both guys said it's a way to manipulate it, someone with politicians things right now. Last next month we're going to have to eleições, so
Mhm.
this is good for politicians, and this is good for bad guys to um, I don't know how to say it. Para
Manipulate
roubar,
us, something like this.
para roubar uma pessoa,
Mm,
to I guess this is uh, there's another level here from ourselves we can which can do something. It's really basic, It's just not to read or write, but we have to understand what we are reading and write. So it's a lot of steps from education, from literacy. Alfabetização é literacy, né?
yeah, yeah.
So um, it's a continuing learning, I guess, for the rest of our lives. So we're still learning how to interpretate. Interpretate this exist? I don't know.
Go
uh,
ahead. I get it.
in Portuguese and English, we can say sometimes interpretar textos, you know. So it's, I guess I'm thinking about more in that case because I'm a graduated in market, and
Mhm.
I studied a lot. I studied English. I read some books. I watch movies, and I know something about technology. And a few months ago, eu caí num golpe, so
Oh,
de maquininha. So I don't know about some people who it's vulnerable without knowing read or write. So I guess this is hard for me when I think about this because I really feel bad with myself knowing a lot of things.
mhm.
Watch TVs with another um, knowing about some golpes,
Yeah.
and I've been thinking about if I didn't know nothing. So I really feel bad in this case because I've been thinking about this when everything started here to talk about Literacy Day. So I guess this is it. Right.
Thank you. I
So
know this is hard sometimes. You
yeah,
said something important. We can see the news on the TV or you can follow on internet, and sometimes you will still get fleece for another one. So it's can you imagine a person who don't know how to read properly go for a bank, for example, and need help to use ATM? It's the name of the Caixa 24 Horas. They need help to use.
yeah.
So can you imagine? This is so easy because you can put whatever you want and the people will accept it.
And one of my first job, I was working in a bank, and I was jovem aprendiz,
Yeah.
and my job consists to help people in ATM.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, and there's a lot of people. There was a lot of people going there without knowing anything, just giving giving me their card and please, I want to do something. Go. My password is talk 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 talk. And oh my gosh, you're telling me something
Yes.
important. Ah, no, it's okay. You're from bank. Okay, but
This is hard, right?
this is hard. It was hard. It was um 12 years ago. I guess
Mhm.
today there's no posso ajudar anymore. I don't
Mhm.
know. Actually, I don't know. Maybe there. I don't know. But um, all these people used to to do this. Give me the password and please, I want to do something like this, or I want money from the 8 p.m. And so it's it was sad because they can't read, and it was a shame because some people told me I can't read, I don't know read. So it was in I can notice they say falava baixinho,
Mhm.
so they were ashamed to 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 say this.
Yes, I agree. Sometimes uh they don't feel proud about that. They just feel like the vulnerability, I guess, about the situation, you know. And how about you, Anderson? Can you try to answer that?
Yeah, we'll try. Uh, well, the number is more alarming to me when you add up the number of adults with children.
Mhm.
The total is over 1 billion people
Yes.
unliterated around the world. So it's a lot, and uh, well, knowledge is power, né? Always, always. Uh, the church, the kingdom, only them have the access to the knowledge. And I don't know, I think it's still knowledge is power nowadays. And they manipulated this because uh, it's different. Uh, Unliterated to a functional unliterated. Do you
Okay.
know?
Yeah.
It's different. You can read, but you understand what you're reading. So it's different, and oh, I know reading, but I don't understand what I'm reading. So, but I think it's another topic.
No, but I get it. What you just said. Only read cannot mean that you get all the information, right? You can only read
Yeah,
without realize the meaning of that. So profound is.
yeah, but the topic is about the people who can read it. So
Mhm.
was worse than you read and not understanding. And but the numbers show us the the woman, the most part are women, and I think this is a problem of the culture of a lot of countries
Mhm.
in many countries, the woman is still, I don't know how to say, é, still menosprezada, né? A
Mhm.
mulher, mulher ainda passa por isso em muitos países. And this is another topic, but all the topic is,
Are
uh,
connected, right?
yeah, connected. And I think it's very sad, and I think we can expect a lot of our politicians, and I think the church, some churches, no, not at all, some churches and social programs can better this number, because I don't believe in policy.
I was talking about that yesterday. Like, if you don't like this information, like politician, eleição, whatever, you're gonna be handle for someone who understand that and knows how to deal with your kind of thoughts. I wasn't talking about that because we are so close from the data and about I will say eleição because I don't know how to say that in English. And at least my case, I don't know how to vote yet. And we are so shamed when we watching the debate, I guess in English, debate. And I was like, oh my gosh, we are in the bad hands, you know. And I don't know how to do it to make it better, even for my family, because we all live in Brazil, and your choice can't make me feel better or not. So we are in the same place, discussing, struggling, and I know this literacy it's important, but can you imagine if you live in a place when you cannot have water, for example, and we don't know how to read, and someone pay for you 15 reais just from your vote? This is easy, right? Because, oh, I need it, so that's okay for me. So I guess this is another topic, I know, but I guess this is always relate to if you don't know how to read. Anderson said something really important. It's not about to know, but you need to understand what you're reading, right? Even a Bible. I'm not a religion person, but the Bible it's so hard to understand, right? To translate the meaning of that words. So it's more than just read and write. It's about knowledge, about share your opinion. If you are like us here in a conversation and you want to share your opinion, if you cannot, this is so crazy for me. I cannot imagine something past for this. This is hard. But let's move on for the next question. Now we are going to talk about Brazil. Not about the word, but I know this percent are so scary too. But let's move on. Do you want to read the answer? Oh, sorry, Anderson.
I will try. I don't know how it's to read
Go
numbers with
ahead. Do not worry. Do not worry. Go
uh,
ahead.
in Brazil, the illiteracy rate rose from 6.1%. I don't know, it's correct. 6.1%
Yeah.
in 2019 to 5.6% in 2022. However, there are still 90.6 million people aged 15 or over who cannot read or write. How can you solve this problem? Does this seem like a problem that people care about in Brazil? Yeah, as I said, I don't believe in our politicians.
Mhm.
So my hope is social programs and some churches who go to these people to teach these people to read and write, and because I don't know, it's good, you oh, I can read, but as I said, I read it, but I don't understand what I mean reading. So what's the difference? For me, it's a little difference. I don't know, but I think my hope is this social programs, like talk and talk. I'm
Yeah,
here from a social program of talk and talk, and I'm very very grateful for this. I can pay in this moment to English course. So uh, this kind of people will make the difference. So my hope is that about the politicians, I don't have a hope.
it's hard to say, right? Even in a church, for example, you need to be aware that the information could be manipulated, you know. So it's looks like no one can trust, no one is trustful, but I know this is hard to say about that so open. But I guess even at church, you need to pay attention what is going on, you know. As I said, I'm not a religion person, but I think it's easy to manipulate a huge group. We know, I know in Portuguese a word, obra de, não é, não sei o que lá de manobra, que você segue uma manada, né? This kind of thing. So it's easy because if you're in a church and everyone say this is good for you, this is good for you, this is good for you, it's becoming a reality. So I don't know. Do you wanna try, Carolyn? Carolyn in like a American, do you learn?
American accent.
Yeah.
To read another question, or
If you want to say about this question number 4, go ahead, up to you. Or if you want to choose another one.
I guess the 7-1, it's telling us about something we are already saying here,
Mm-hmm.
like literacy empowers and liberates people, improving lives by expanding capabilities, which in turn reduces poverty. I don't know this word, but I guess we are trying to say this word a lot here. Uh, increases participation in the labor market and has positive effects on health and sustainable development. Development. How can we promote these benefits on literacy? Um, I guess church. It's a week, but we can't trust 100%. I guess so. If someone, I guess my mom knows she is literacy. Can I say this? But if
Mm-hmm.
she's not, I would encourage her to know, to learn. But I guess I will try something, not in a church, because I'm afraid she could be manipulated for
Mm-hmm.
something. But I guess it's high school. It's okay because by night there's a supletivo.
Oh, I was trying to remember that word. Yeah, supletivo.
But I don't know if it's supletivo. It's good to someone who which don't know, which is not a literacy yet. But
Mm-hmm.
something like that in a school or in a ONG as well. But I think I would go with her because I want to see and read and know everything. As, but I to trust everything.
Uhum.
So I guess I eu teria esse cuidado.
O jogo virou, né? Tá levando a mãe na...
So I guess encourage her or someone which don't know, which are not literacy in her
Uhum.
life. So it's a way to promote. Um, I don't know. I think this day could be became more
Famous?
more famous. Thank you. More famous because it's a huge subject and we never think about it. So I don't know. It's a should talk, we should we should talking more about this and
Yeah,
thinking how can development some projects to benefit someone.
yeah.
We can start with schools in basic school.
Yeah, I was thinking here, this weekend we have here in São Paulo a Bienal do Livro. And I don't know if this is a connection with the data. Oh, let's call the girls back. I don't know if you have a connection with this data. I don't think so, but I don't want to say for sure because I don't know. But there they could promote more information about that or projects or ONG. For example, it's a huge space. We can find a lot of, I don't know how to say that, editoras there. So they could bring these
Publisher.
publishers.
I guess it's publishers.
Okay, I guess they could promote a project or something like this and enjoy this weekend to publicize this information better. As I said before, I never heard about that. I never found this information before. And if you turn on your TV, I think you will not see it, right? This information. Today we celebrate the international, so I don't think so. Even on internet, I guess. So it's hard to discuss about that. Hello, girls. Welcome back.
Hello. So
How
hard.
was the conversation? Yeah.
Really good for open
Yeah.
mind, for discuss many things. I love it. I love to talk
Yeah.
to Jack and Midian. It was a really open mind conversation.
Oh, good to know about that. Mijan, sorry, I didn't ask you. And when you come back, I put you in the other room. Was everything all right? You left, and when you come back, I didn't ask you and put you in the other room. I think you are mute.
No, I put it myself in the room. It's
Oh,
okay.
excellent. Excellent. Sorry, I realized I should ask her before, but I think everything was fine. Okay. And
Yes.
how about you, Jacqueline? How was the conversation?
Wow, very, very good. Very
Yeah.
hard because subject two hard to think in English to me. It's organize my word and my thoughts, but it's very special because yesterday I write exercise in my class in my course. I am sorry, eu estou estudando licenciatura em computação.
Oh,
And
nice.
it's I thought about an exercise Gente, desculpa, a minha cabeça tá meio acelerada.
Não, fica à vontade, vai à vontade.
É
Tá
porque eu
liberada
fiquei,
aqui já. A gente forçou tanto, tá liberada aqui já. Vai.
eu fiquei muito entusiasmada porque ontem eu pensei numa atividade que a professora propôs, que era como utilizar a inteligência, a atividade que eu propus, né? Como utilizar a inteligência artificial na sala de aula. E aí a minha
Uhum,
proposta foi pensar assim, fazer com que os alunos formassem um grupo, eles escolhessem um bairro que tivesse algum problema estrutural, observasse esse bairro, conversasse com as pessoas mais velhas sobre as questões e depois fosse para um chat GPT ou Gemini, ali pensar em soluções, né?
legal.
E depois que isso fosse levado para a escola, que isso fosse discutido, enfim. E aí eu estou pensando aqui, pô, eu vou pegar o tema de hoje que a gente discutiu sobre alfabetização e casar ali com o exercício que eu propus, e vai ser meu texto essa semana da Talk Talk. E uma coisa que a gente estava muito conversando é como a educação é base para mudanças reais políticas que a gente precisa ter no país. Assim.
Exato.
Para mim, né, não tem outra forma realmente das coisas mudar efetivamente se não for educação, seja ela formal ou qualquer outra forma que dê consciência mesmo para a gente. Entender nossa
Exato.
história, entender de onde viemos, entender como as coisas são estruturadas, né? Então, quando a gente tem um déficit muito grande de pessoas que sabem ler, pessoas que não sabem nem escrever, assim, como é que a gente muda efetivamente, sabe? A, a, a política no país, e hoje a gente está com uma tecnologia assim tão avançada que a gente precisa entender alguma coisa, né? E fica uma coisa muito díspare, né? A gente precisa saber de tecnologia sem olhar para nossa realidade, né? Então, eu sou meio assim, eu acho que se a gente não mudar muito alguma coisa, vai ser tipo aquele filme de sci-fi bem despótico, assim, né? Que você tem uma galera lá em cima que tá vivendo no céu, enquanto tem uma galera aqui tentando sobreviver, né? Meio que já é o que acontece. É isso.
Obrigada, Jaque. Eu vou continuar em português aqui, porque a Jaque falou um negócio interessante. A gente está vivendo a era da inteligência artificial e a gente está discutindo aqui que pessoas não sabem ler e escrever. Então, assim, é muito mais, assim, profundo, né, do que a gente imagina, assim. Eu estava falando para o pessoal que ontem eu estava pensando nesse tópico, falei, cara, como é difícil. E a gente tem muito dado aqui de percentual e etc. E se você vai a fundo nesses números, é muito assustador para a gente. A gente está aqui numa plataforma falando inglês ou outros idiomas. Você tem noção, assim, do quanto a gente se sente até com dificuldade de falar em outro idioma. Imagina quando você não sabe nem conseguir ir num banco. A gente estava falando, a Carol estava falando aqui que ela trabalhou como jovem aprendiz e que as pessoas no banco davam a senha particular para ela e falavam o que queriam. Tipo, eu preciso de R$ 100, saca aí, R$ 100, a minha senha é 1234. Tem, assim, a gente está vivendo uma coisa muito profunda, né? E que a gente não vê divulgação disso, né? Pelo menos eu não vejo. É uma data comemorada internacionalmente. Aqui em São Paulo a gente tem a Bienal do Livro esse final de semana, e eu não sei se eles fazem esse tipo de conexão, sabe? Mas foi um prazer, gente. Eu estava um pouco assustada. Ontem eu falei, gente, que tema difícil. Eu nunca falei com meus amigos sobre isso. E eu falei, vamos ver no que vai dar. E para mim foi um prazer gigante, assim, falar com vocês. Eu tive muitos insights aqui, mesmo com todas as dificuldades que a gente teve para conversar. Eu coloquei o link aqui da pesquisa que a gente tem aqui na Talk Talk. Então, se vocês puderem tirar um minutinho para responder, dar sugestões, pode dar ideias de tópico que a gente vai trazer para discutir futuramente. Mas para mim foi um prazer ter discutido sobre isso, me fez refletir por muitas coisas, para muitas coisas da minha vida, né, mesmo, assim, que a gente às vezes acha que a gente passa por tantas coisas, mas a gente, de certa forma, é um pouco privilegiado, né? Só de conseguir ler, escrever e ter acesso à inteligência artificial, enfim. Mas foi um prazer, gente. Eu espero que vocês tenham gostado. Eu desejo um ótimo domingo para vocês. E se vocês tiverem a oportunidade de ir na quarta-feira, a gente vai falar 9/11, do assunto das Torres Gêmeas, na quarta-feira. Então, se vocês quiserem participar, é às 9 da noite. E eu espero que vocês tenham gostado. Um ótimo domingo para vocês, gente.
Obrigada,
Ótimo
Camila. Acho que
domingo,
você sempre
obrigada.
traz. assuntos fora, muito fora do comum, assim, faz a gente quebrar a cabeça.
É o desconforto.
Yes.
Bye bye. Thank
Um abraço,
you.
Tchau, gente.
gente.
Obrigado.